Hello, my name is Lisa Hybor and I worked with Margaret and we focused on the socio-emotional approaches to classroom management. So what exactly is socio-emotional management? They are two theories created by William Glasser. These two theories are called reality theory and choice theory, and they build off of each other and focus on meeting the needs of students. These needs consist of not only loving and belonging needs, but a student's need to have power, freedom, and fun as well. It focuses on giving students the choice and teaching them more appropriate ways to cope with their behavior or anger, whatever is happening in their life. It gives them ways to deal, such as using a stress ball instead of punching someone. Theorist William Glasser is very well known for the quote that says, "What happened in the past that was painful has a great deal to do with who we are today," meaning that a child or person's past experiences have a huge impact on who they are and who they will become. Who exactly is William Glasser? He was born in 1925 and died in 2013. He is most well known for developing reality therapy and choice theory, which is used by counselors all around the world. He is an American psychiatrist and counselor. His ideas focus on personal choice, personal responsibility, and personal transformation. He truly aims at making a difference in a person's life for the long term instead of just a shorter impact. He is notable for his application of all his theories to social issues, such as education and management versus medication for mental illnesses. He really focuses on changing a child's circumstances and trying to give them coping mechanisms instead of medicating them immediately, like so many other psychiatrists and counselors are recommending today. His first theory that we're going to talk about is called choice theory. It's a belief that we are internally motivated and not externally motivated. This theory teaches us that outside events never make us do anything. Therefore, someone cannot take control of your body and make you do something. He says that motivation of how we would like things to be is related to meeting the basic needs that are built into our genetic structure. Any person's behavior is a direct attempt of them trying to meet one of those needs. For example, if you see a child fighting or arguing with another student, it might be because they feel unsafe. These needs include loving and being connected to others, so building community and really feeling safe in that community. Therefore, as teachers, we really need to build a loving and connected environment in our classrooms. Achieve a sense of competence and personal power. Students really need to feel that they have a choice and that they too can make a difference. Act with a degree of freedom and autonomy. They really need that freedom to make their own choices and use that for the betterment of themselves. It's okay if students make mistakes because that's how we all have learned and are where we are at today. Experience joy and fun. It's so important that children experience joy and fun and freedom in today. So many times they are so wrapped up in everything that's going on around them, especially students who are at risk. And so they need to experience that joy and fun and freedom that they need as a kid. And they also have the need to survive. I feel like that is just really striving to be the best that they can be and live in the current circumstances that they're in, because at times some of these students might be feeling defeated if they go home and it's broken or no one's home and there's no food in the fridge. There are 10 axioms of choice theory. These beliefs revolve around these main 10 topics. The first being, we are the only person who can control how we behave. 2, all we can give another person is information. 3, all long-lasting psychological problems are relationship problems, meaning if they have depression, it's because a relationship was burned in the past and they feel neglected. The problem relationship is always part of our present life, meaning that no matter how long ago an instance occurred where a relationship was hurt, it's still going to affect who they are today. Number 5, What happened in the past has everything to do with who we are today, but we can only meet our basic needs right now and plan on meeting them for the future. We can't change the past, and so it doesn't do any good to dwell on it, and Glasser focuses a lot about that. We need to look at the future and move forward, but also use the past to help change who we are today and use it for the betterment of ourselves. 6. We can only satisfy the pictures in our quality world. 7. All we do is behave. 8. All behavior is total behavior and is made up of 4 components: acting, thinking, feeling, and physiology. 9. All total behavior is chosen. We have the power to choose our behavior and how we're going to act. All total behavior is designated by verbs and named by that part that is most recognizable. Next, we're going to talk about reality therapy. This too was created by William Glasser, and it's defined as a process that is people-friendly and people-centered and helps people recognize how fantasy can distract them from the choices they control in life. It is an approach to counseling that focuses on the 3 R's. These are realism, responsibility, and right and wrong. It focuses on these 3 rather than the symptoms of a mental disorder. It focuses on moving a person forward in their life rather than focusing on what has happened to the person in the past. Really helping them move on with their life and helping them refocus and think about where they want to be. It works on making a person better through meeting their basic needs. These are the basic needs that were mentioned earlier. It's just helping them become the best person that they can be, no matter what. So moving on from past experiences to better themselves and better their future. I don't know about you, but I always try and look at something and how I can make it applicable for my classroom. So we thought it would be beneficial to lay it out exactly for you. How this can work in your classroom is it refocuses student behavior by teaching them appropriate ways to cope with their anger, their frustration, whatever they're demonstrating that is inappropriate. Here are some questions that you want to ask. The first is, what do you want? What was the student trying to do when they participated or did this action? 2, what did you do? Make them own it. Make them tell you what they did, because a lot of times students don't even realize what they do in the heat of the moment. 3, is that working for you? Is the way that they're responding to their frustration, anger, whatever it might be, working? Is it getting the desired result? 4, what is another way we can make it work? Have the student reanalyze the situation and talk about a different way that might work in the future. 5, create a plan. This is really important because the student needs to see this plan and see how it's applicable for their life. They need to see it either succeed or fail, and if it fails, it's important that you and the student sit down and create another plan, one that fits our acronym, which is SMART. It needs to be specific, measurable, attractive to the student, realistic, and time-framed. As we work with students, it's important that we keep these in mind because so often we want the perfect class and we expect students to sit still all day. However, in reality, that's not real life. So we need to continually try and help them see that they too can be successful in the world. So we really need to focus on making the goal specific so that it's easy to follow, measurable so it's easy to see if the student succeeded or failed at this, and if you need to create a new plan. Attractive, it needs to be attractive to the student so that they can see the benefits of it. It also needs to be realistic. It needs to be realistic in the sense that it needs to be attainable by the student, and the student needs to be able to feel that they can accomplish it. It also needs to be time framed. Have a goal for the student to accomplish this desired coping mechanism or way to deal with the situation so that he or she can feel accomplished when that goal is met. Here are references that we use to create this presentation and gain all of our information. We hope you enjoyed and we hope that you learned something that will be applicable for your classroom too. Have a great day.